Hello everybody, and thanks for checking out my review. Today I'm going to be going over two new bands that Apple released a couple of weeks ago when they released the Series 6 Apple Watches. So the first one I'm going to go over is the Solo Loop. This is a stretchable liquid silicone rubber. And the second one I'm going to go over is the Braided Solo Loop, which is a stretchable recycled yarn with silicone threads in between elasticity. So the first one I'm going to go over here is the Solo Sport. And so what you do is the box is pretty simple. It just gives you basic information about the loop that you got here. This one is the size 10. I'll get into the sizing in a moment. So it comes with some paperwork on the inside here that just basically tells you to read the instructions. And the instructions are right on the box, of course. And what they do is they give you a little pull tab here. So all you have to do is pull it out. And it's as easy as that. And the second one here, same type of packaging. Basic information about the straps. Also a size 10. Open up the slot. Pull it out. Instructions. Same tab over here. So you just pull it out. And these are the new straps. Alright, so before I get specifically into the two straps, I just wanted to go over something in regards to the size. First of all, I'm a 7.5-inch wrist, and I'm sized perfectly for a 10. When I used the sizing tool at the Apple Store, I came up between a 10 and 11. I tried the 11. I thought it was a little bit too loose, so I went with the 10, and the 10 on both is really very comfortable, perfect sizing. So I just wanted to go over that. So they give you a sizing tool online that you can actually download. You can print them out, and you could use the sizing tool for yourself. You just have to make sure to print them out to exact size. Or if you don't have the ability to print something out, it'll basically show you how to measure your wrist and then come up with the perfect size for you. So that's as far as the sizing goes. So as far as the sizing between the Apple straps that they've had released earlier, interestingly, the Nike, which is the same exact size as the regular sport straps that they have, these two are exactly the same size. And then you go to the more premium straps, which is where the category would fall into the braided loop here, and same exact thing. These are the perfect size. So interestingly, when you move these aside and you put them side by side together, you'll notice that the braided is maybe 1/10 of an inch longer than the regular sports strap here. So I just found that really interesting, and I think that the only reason I could think is that typically you're going to use the rubber straps for sports, and you might want to have a little bit of a tighter fit, particularly when it's doing heart measurements. That's the only thing that I could think. So that's that. Going into the straps themselves, I'll put them on the wrist here for you. You can see it's very stretchy. It's got a lot of elasticity. I'd say it's probably more like a rubber band. So putting it on is real easy, of course. You just slide it through the chute and stretch it over. And to me, it's perfect. It doesn't fit too tight. I took it on a nice long bike ride the other day. I found that it was extremely comfortable. It wasn't sliding up and down. It wasn't moving around. It wasn't too tight where I felt like it was cutting off my circulation or feeling too sticky. It really is just a perfect fit, and I can actually fit it up a little bit further. So this way, if I'm putting on bicycle gloves or anything like that. So perfect size on this. And to show you the braided, it's a little bit looser. It's extremely comfortable. And putting it on the wrist, so you can see it fits really well. There's no gap here. It doesn't flop around. And you know, when I got this, I was under the assumption that it would feel rubbery to a degree, and it doesn't at all. It feels like I'm wearing a sweater on my wrist, if anything. It's actually very comfortable. So that's the wrist shots on these. So that's the two straps. So Just to give you a heads up from what I read is that on this strap, on the braided loop, you're not going to tend to find that it's going to stretch over time. And if it does feel a little bit loose, all you have to do is run it underwater and the string will go back to its original size. So you're not going to have any problem or any issues with this stretching over time. However, the silicone does stretch over time. So you'll find that it might be nice and snug or just maybe slightly tight now, but later on down the road, it would probably fit a little bit looser, according to the paperwork that I saw on Apple's website and the feedback that I've heard from a lot of reviews. Another thing that was a little controversy when they first released these is if you had ordered these with the Apple Watch, one of the problems that people were having was that they didn't get the right size. So they'd go back to the store and try to exchange just the strap, and Apple was telling them that you had to exchange the entire package. Since then, they have fixed that. So at this point, if you end up purchasing the wrong size strap, if you bring it to an Apple store, you call up customer service, they will send you a new strap, and apparently they're sending you a regular sport strap too for your trouble. So thank you very much for watching my review. I hope that was a helpful comparison for you. If you like my review, please press like. If you really like it, please subscribe and hit the bell for notifications on future reviews. You can also find me on Twitter at DougFNJ, and feel free to go check out a great website called watchuseek.com. I'm actually one of the moderators of the Apple forum there. A lot of really good discussion, great people, excellent sales forum there. So I want to thank you very much for watching and have a great day.